So, Disco Elysium. Ein Kumpel hat es mir empfohlen. Schau ich mal rein. Ich habe jetzt nur reingeguckt, ob alles funktioniert. Persönlichkeit wählen. Ähm. Okay. Also vom Text her sehe ich mich hier beim Denker. Was ist das alles? Ah ja. Oh, warte mal. So, Spielsound. Das war jetzt kurz weg. Nämlich Denker. Beginne.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Was? Oh, ich glaube, das ist so Twitch-Integration-Zeug, oder? Ich weiß gar nicht, was die machen.
Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Jo.
Yes, it is.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Ich wollte was über den Ex jemand wissen.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone. Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough.
Ich glaube, hier am Anfang ist eh doch wurscht, was ich hier auswähle.
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over. The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a motor carriage.
Ah. Oha. Erfolgreich. Okay. Tag 1. Ist das hier WASD? Ja. Moment. Jetzt gucke ich mir das hier erstmal an. Intellekt. Logik. Ich bin jetzt hier oben links. Ich hoffe, da bin ich am wenigsten im Weg. Warte mal. Intellekt. Okay. Samt 5. Logik. Okay. In der Lage, selbst komplizierte Rätsel zu lösen. Ein bisschen Vorteil dann, irgendwas zu lösen. Okay. Was ist das? Ah. Okay, das klingt praktisch. Historik. Steht hier eigentlich? So viel. Ich überflieg's ein bisschen. Mhm. Okay. Was ist das? Okay. Willenskraft. Moral. Wofür ist Moral? Lebt das Innenleben des Leblose. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Ausdauer. Mal hier fighten. Herzgrenze. Oh je. Lass den Körper die Kontrolle übernehmen. Achso. Aha. Wahrnehmung. Bandheit. Kann man hier Stealth. Das wäre cool. Aha. Mechanik. Hier. Moment. Okay, keine Ahnung, was mich da erwartet. Was ist das? Gesundheit? Moral. Hier habe ich ein Fragezeichen gesehen. Gedanken. Charakterbogen. Das war das. Gedanken. Okay, das ist hier noch nicht. Wird ja irgendwas damit auch zu tun haben. Das ist, glaube ich, so eine Twitch-Integration zum Hervorheben. Aha. Okay. Hier steht auch noch was. Schnell speichern, Hilfe. Karte. Tagebuch. Geht noch nicht. Es kommt noch. Vergrößern, verkleinern. Okay. Was soll ich tun? Was ist das?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast. frequented by dock workers.
Okay. Ultimativer was? Was ist denn hier? Schlüssel. Oh. Hä? Bin verwirrt. Warum? Mal Kamera drehen? Nee, ne? Ist das Rechtsklick? Was kann ich damit machen?
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Oh.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Okay.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
Okay. Interessant. Ladungen 1. 1 von 2.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you
Fehlgeschlagen?
even trying to do? The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Warte mal, was? Einfach 9. Dein Ergebnis 8. Okay. Kann sprinten. Und der ist noch ein bisschen kartet, hä? Das. Okay. Ruhe. Okay. Noch was? Was ist da drüben? Ist das im anderen Raum? Was ist das? Okay. Ach. Das ist ja noch ein Hemd. Na?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there. underneath the soft vapor.
Ja, das kenne ich.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Geht es auf die Moral, wenn ich das jetzt hier mache?
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do
Nee,
you?
doch.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Oh.
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck.
Was? Erfahrung gewonnen?
However,
Boah, das
putting your
geht so
hand on
schnell.
your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Das sehen. Mal, ich habe Willenskraft. Nee. Was ist hier noch? Gegenstände? Ah. Willenskraft? Was? So, eine Tür. Gut. Ich glaube, ich bin hier durch. War ich fast eine halbe Stunde hier, ne? Ah, jetzt läuft's ja normal.
Hello, officer.
Was geht ab?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Tschüss. Was ist hier drüben noch? Oh. Ah, es kommt vom Radio. Ja, und was? Immer. Okay, komm. Auch wenn ich jetzt hier abgebrochen habe.
Officer?
So. Was geht ab?
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Was?
She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
Ja, ich bin ziemlich lost.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Möglich.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
So.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes.
Was für ein Jahr? Scheint so, das Kalender steht so.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Ui.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Das macht mich stolz.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Eh?
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
Mhm.
It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers, they have names, and this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. Glad to
Okay.
have been of assistance.
Ciao.
The door is closed.
Ja. Ah, ich kann sprinten. Ich denke, hier geht's raus, oder? Oh. Ich habe nur einen Schuh an. Warte. Und das hier eine Taste, wie ich Inventar öffne. I. Ruhe. Linker Fuß. So. Ich habe meinen zweiten Schuh gefunden.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Super. Gesunde Lähmungen. Nee, Ladungen. Ich habe Lähmungen kurz gelesen. Kann ich runterrufen? Ich glaube nicht. Okay. Wie vergeht hier die Zeit eigentlich? Es hat ja 8 Uhr gestartet. Ist das Real Life? Also Realtime? Hä? Okay, was geht hier alles ab? Was ist das? Also, die Bühne. Sieht so schäbig aus. Eine Preisliste oder was ist das?
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside, through a PA system, by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one
Neue
upstairs is
Auftrag.
destroyed. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds
Oh,
likely.
sollte das vielleicht
You should
umstellen?
probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
So. Ah nee, warte. Jetzt. Was ist das? Oh. Ich glaube wirklich Realtime. Oh boy.
A man in his late 20s stands. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
Ich hatte jetzt nicht vor, die ganze Zeit hier mit irgendwelchen Leuten zu quatschen. Na, ich habe doch ein Tonband. Wo steht das jetzt hier? Okay, keine Ahnung. Hier raus. Sommertür.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carrot on the counter, rolled out of his open hand. You see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Okay. Was geht ab?
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes. Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's
Okay.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Ist mein Kollege oder was?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone.
Ja, ich habe nur eine Dreiviertelstunde fast gebraucht.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Right. And the interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Wo, was? Nein,
So, the body is still in the tree,
keine Ahnung.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
But first, we have to take it down. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Okay.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate
Juckt ihn
General
einfach
means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge?
Scheinbar nicht.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence. After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Läuft er mir hinterher? Jo. Ja, dann quatschen wir mal mit denen.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
Ich bin derzeit auf Namensuche.
Fantastic.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and
Die
carried guns.
Enzyklopädie
But
hat sehr
first
viel
and
zu
foremost,
sagen.
Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide.
She went away because none of your business.
Okay.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Na schön.
Extra fine. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have
Unterschied?
3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Okay.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Mhm. Sieht's
did
mit
the
der
debarders
Beleuchtung
themselves
aus?
tell her this, or is it a rumor?
Ja. Das war schon okay.
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Also, mal gucken.
What are you, crazy? Of course I
Ja.
didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Let's go.
Gut. Gehen wir.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Was?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real.
Ooh.
Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real.
Sie
And
sind
yes,
festgenommen.
real is still money. What are you, a philosopher?
Bisschen.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Das Geld?
Yes, it is.
Ach stimmt, ich habe ja was gefunden.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Das ist furchtbar.
It is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have. There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay.
Seid ihr für mich,
I
oder?
can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Oh Mann,
Good luck.
ich bin eigentlich nicht in den Zustand.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. In time or space?
Räumlich?
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Okay. Was ist das? verinnerlichen. Okay. Ach du meine Güte. Direkt Schulden. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was abgeht. So, geht's hier raus? Oh, ah nee, warte. Küche hast du gemeint? Warte mal. Ich weiß jetzt.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself. Maybe later? What is this? Casual Friday? What's with the lackadaisical lax man? What happened, man? You used to be cool.
Ach.
Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together. The worker is in a deep slumber.
Muss mal versuchen.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Why the yelling, man?
Looks like a sow descendant. A lot of sow dock workers around.
Congratulations. You've seen the future. Now, if you excuse me again, officer.
Ich glaube, der kann nicht wirklich Fragen beantworten.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Thank God, no. Brilliant. That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics. How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside? Good. We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines.
Mhm.
For one, I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Nate got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. I'm just getting some sleep. Or was. We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us. Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back. Yeah, what about it?
Ich will nur wissen.
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree,
Das ist ein bisschen schneller
then
als
how
Real
is it
Time.
my concern? I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead. You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
Nicht sehr hilfreich.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue
Ja,
notebook.
mach mal deine
The
Notizen.
dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Was ist Willenskraft zurückgewonnen? Ich hab halt schon voll, ne? Hey, was geht ab?
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
Okay.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Nicht wirklich.
A seaside hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise. And the Whirling itself is in Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Okay.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Im Kalender?
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
She looks flustered, her hands smoothing out the creases in her blanket, even as she attempts to reassure. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind, we're in this now.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Weiß es nicht. Soll ich jetzt irgendwas nehmen oder was?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning,
Immerhin.
buying is voting.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol. not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
Ui.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Ja.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
Ja.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Ja.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Okay.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Whatever do you mean? Yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song. Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
Paraplegikerin. Was? Ich weiß nicht, was das ist.
A paraplegic is someone
danke.
with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
No problem.
Hast du Geld für mich?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask. Of course, dear. Good luck.
So, ich gehe jetzt mal mit meinen Kollegen. Wie heißt der?
Yes?
Mit den Kim?
What do you want to know?
Ja,
Maybe you
alles.
can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
Die junge Frau hat mir erzählt, dass bla.
Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Also, es ist ziemlich chaotisch hier, wo wir hier gerade leben.
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Okay, well, we are police officers. It is our job to find the killer, so that's what I intend to do. You should try it too. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Na gut.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Nicht.
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Könnte er sexy
There
sein.
was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a... Excellent. Was there anything else? Good.
Sie scheinen mir hinterher zu
Excuse
laufen.
me?
Nichts.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
Ja. Ja.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Das weiß er doch schon. So. Ich würde jetzt mit den Kollegen hier nochmal zur Frau gehen.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. Still no answer.
Okay, lass mal die erstmal. Jetzt checken wir mal die Leiche ab. War das nicht hier irgendwo? Oder muss ich hier raus? Okay, ich muss hier raus. 2 Ingame-Stunden. Ich bin endlich draußen. Und die Sonne geht auf. Jetzt komm. Ermittlung. Hier. Das ist nicht ein Loch, das ist...
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your cop habit. You look at this isn't case related, you think.
Könnte... Weiß ich nicht.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
So, wo hängt die Leiche? Da ist er. Okay.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Ich glaube, ich brauche das Kind. Er muss mal helfen. Was ist hier? Ach so. Okay. Wie komme ich da hin? Gar nicht. Was steht denn jetzt hier alles? So. Was ist das? Kannst du mir mal helfen, Junge?
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah! Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Lieber nicht.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Wie kommt der da drauf? Ich hab nach Geschwister gefragt.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast. Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this. Kuno.
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Du bist
It's
Kuno, oder?
always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
Was ist mit denen?
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Beantworte einfach die Fragen.
He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
No! Get off, Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Hey!
Listen to your friend.
Eieiei.
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
Das bringt
Fucking
nichts.
logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno! Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should've, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Okay, Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Night City?
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Kuno's fuck gimp? Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it? Look at that fucking shit! You're trying to get Kuno killed! Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Ja.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it?
Okay,
You're
nix.
Get lost,
Kuno doesn't...
So. Soll ich die nicht runternehmen?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Was passiert?
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Ja, raus damit. Ab geht's. Lecker.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Meine Güte.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Danke.
The hangover is clearly making these worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. Wie komme ich da hin? Ach, guck mal.
This trash container is...
Warte. So.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Just a trash container." There is no such thing. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Okay.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
So. Wo steht denn deine Karre? Oh, was ist das für eine Karre?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine, that toy from Oblivion, the Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green Prime Line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over. 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain, over.
Okay.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
No?
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vitmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Ja.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
Hey, ich hab meinen Namen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who will not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vitmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
Wow, danke.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vitmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Was ist das jetzt?
Supercopy lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Ich hab einen Revolver.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
Just say you lost your gun. Anything else would only make the situation worse here.
He says he doesn't have it.
Dear God, he lost his gun? Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of cocoa noodle by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener. Oh, man.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Oh.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
silence is almost deafening after you flick off the switch, severing the connection.
That did not go well. I guess the important thing is that you followed protocol and reported your lost items.
Ja, immerhin.
Did we need anything else here?
Gerade nicht. Lass mal hier vorankommen. Aber erstmal mache ich ein Päuschen. Eieiei. Jetzt. Gemeldet. Die Zeit läuft ja leider weiter, oder? So. Kann was erhöhen. Lass mal Psyche hoch. Ah, nee. Ich glaube Empathie. Das ist ein bisschen traurig, dass er halt so wenig Empathie hat. Ich glaube, das ist wichtig. Warte mal, du siehst nach einem Gärtner aus.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Sure, I'm done with it. Go
Cool.
easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Of course. Where to? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements, the harbor gates, some kind of commotion, some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads just coast. There's a little... It's just water. No, actually,
Okay.
what do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble. Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Okay.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Vielen Dank. Nicht zufällig.
There, he still is.
Nö. Was ist hier? Oh. Ach, guck mal.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute, because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Mhm. Ich wollte eigentlich eine Pause machen. Aber ich schau mir erstmal das hier an. Was da?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Moral?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total
Ich habe halt nur ein Moral,
right?
what the fuck?
Fuck me? Please leave the rage you have for after we finish investigation.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better. Cop gives up the detective genre for social...
Toll. Mist. Das muss man ja auch erstmal wissen, dass dann die Moral hier... Oder hatte ich sogar Zeit, mich zu heilen? Boah, wo ist denn der jetzt stehen geblieben?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Wo habe ich jetzt gesehen, was erledigt ist? Ah, hier. Okay, habe ich gemacht. Gehen wir das kurz nochmal durch.
The RCM in Martinez. We don't see it. Of course. What can I help you with? Sure. Go easy on that stuff. Well, snow has nutrients.
Yes, think about the cute...
Nitrogen and sulfur mostly. A bit more.
She feels
Relax, miss. This is not an interrogation. We are just...
Stop looking at her. Look around. That's right. And the canal. Glad to have been of service. Now you know. The locals are keeping tabs on you.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure. Keep them.
So. Was hier noch? Eieiei. Okay, speichern.